that, of course, was our 40th President of the United States, Ronald Wilson Reagan. He was talking about Soviet Russia and the Western Europe nations back in the day, in the 80s. But that speech also can be applied to our fantasy baseball league. Really, any of our leagues, Mekis, we've been in.
I really don't know that anybody could have said it better than Mr. Reagan did right there.
Once again, we leave the year off with group control over trades. Jamie Bennett's not allowed. He wanted to move Chipper Jones, James Taloni, and Tim Lincecum to his team. Looking to go with David Wright and Matt Kemp. And for some people out there, 3 trades not allowed. Different things I've heard is it doesn't make sense for Bennett to do this. I don't understand why Bennett would do this. It makes Mech too good. Well, correct me if I'm wrong, Mekis, but isn't the reason behind a trade to improve your team? So shouldn't therefore all trades Mekis makes make him too good? If you really think that highly of his team, which, don't worry, we have power rankings to come, but we're talking trade now.
To come.
And the whole purpose is to make your team better. Yeah, Jamie might have been getting fleeced, but who's to say he is, who's to say he isn't?
No fleecing. There's no fleecing in this deal.
Well, that's up for debate. But the point of the matter is,
I took a poll.
No one was cheating.
11 out of 11 people say no veto.
No veto.
They're
No one say veto.
Folks.
Yeah, unbiased people who don't have an opinion. That doesn't change. That doesn't mean that it wasn't beneficial for Mr. Mekis.
Well, however, this is the past. I made some concessions, and the league decided to allow.
The man gave some concessions, and the liberal elites in our league have decided that it suits their standards. Heaven forbid Jamie Bennett makes some decisions on his own. You know, Jamie Bennett, 24-year-old man, not allowed to make his own decisions. Are you guys going to tell him when he can wipe his ass, with what paper, and how long he has to take to wipe his ass? Because that's where you're moving to.
Some very strong feelings on this subject from you.
I've been involved in a bit of this in my day. I still remember some of these so-called experts. I remember when I traded, was it Ryan Dipser when he was closing for the Cubs, and Chad Cordero. I traded for Alfonso Soriano. The 1 year Soriano did well. Danilo, I bet, would you have vetoed it then? I bet you would have vetoed it after you saw the reaction.
Corpus for Wainwright sticks out in my mind.
Corpus for Wainwright, Manny Corpus, who lost his starting job, but apparently I wasn't getting enough. Although I saw that Manny Corpus, in my mind, wasn't going to be the pitcher people were making out to be. I thought he'd struggle. I thought he'd lose his closing job potentially with Fuentes watching over his back.
Insight.
So my good insight was rewarded by being told by the likes of Michael Quinlan, who I got Travis Hafner for Barry Zito a few years back. Barry Zito for Travis Hafner, I believe. Where did I get this? I might have traded you Bartolo Colon or something like that. Either way, I fleeced you. Absolutely fleeced you. And now you're the one telling the rest of us who we can and cannot trade for. Wow. Next thing you're going to start doing is telling me you're going to double the league debt and then cut it in half by your first term. Mekis, do you have anything else you'd like to do?
That pretty much wraps up the trade segment.
That's going to wrap up the first trade segment. But when we get back, the moment y'all have all been waiting for
the
is
unveiling of the MEC Power Rankings, first edition 2009. Up next.
We'll see you in a minute.
I'm Chris Hatcher, new football coach at Georgia Southern, and we'd like to invite you over to our house this fall.
Coach, we'll be there.
Hi, I'm Chris. Coach, we know who you are. We love GSU
Come
football.
on, let's go.
For Georgia Southern football tickets, call 1-800-GSU-WINS. That's 1-800-GSU-WINS.
Good segment here.
And we're back with the moment all of the fantasy followers have been waiting on, the Michael Mekis Power Rankings. And Michael, what have we got for us this year?
Ladies and gentlemen, the picks are here. Probably just gentlemen. We're going to start off the number 1 power ranking spot to come as no surprise. The defending champ, Michael Mekis.
Keeping the champ at 1, huh?
Hey, it's hard to take him out of there. He just actually made his team a hell of a lot better with Wright. No other team has 2 first-rounders there. Wright and Pujols makes a pretty formidable offense.
Strong team.
And, we got Jake Peavy, Felix Hernandez, and the starters. It's going to be a hard team to take down. At number 2, we got Big Flake. Where's this guy coming from? He's got some strong power. I don't know if anybody's going to beat him there.
4 hours a day looking up high school players.
However, he does have Michael Bourne on his team, which kind of makes me sick.
Sorry, Mac. I thought I heard you said Big Flake was second. I thought Big Flake was in spot 1 and Little Flake is in spot 2.
I don't know
Oh,
any
just
Big
stop.
Flakes.
Just razzing his balls
I
a
don't know
little
any
people.
Big
Just a
Flakes.
little inside joke amongst the hosts. Sorry. We digress. Back to the rankings. Sorry.
Well, like I said, Michael Bourne just makes me kind of throw up at Flake's team a little bit, but the rest of it is pretty solid, so he stands there at number 2. And Big Merch taking the 3 spot. Like I said, he was a big winner in the draft. I like his team a lot. He's got Miguel Cabrera, my boy, at first. He's got Rollins. He's got good all-around players at all positions. And like I said, Beckett, Hamels, that's tough to beat. So Merch could be tough. And then Bachman coming in at number 4. He's got 2 stud starters that I don't know that anybody can compare with. And the infamous A-Roy. So we'll see how that guy holds up this year. And at the 5th spot, it's a tough spot to pick this year. A lot of strengths and weaknesses on these teams. I think I decided to go with Panulo on this one. He's got a sick outfield: Manny Ramirez, Josh Hamilton, and Ichiro. But I really don't know what that pitching is going to do. It might be keeping him out of the top 5 there. It was tough.
Who were your other 2 bubble teams?
I'm the bubble.
That were bound to that 5th spot.
It was tough for the bubble there. We got the big Tyler Jacobs coming in there.
Right. What did you like about my team?
Well, he's got very strong pitching.
Probably
I do like
the best
what you've
pitching in
done
the league. I thought you say, let me first off say Brandon Webb is my starting pitcher with the highest ERA. You go through Brandon Webb, John Lester, Roy Halladay, then you get Derek Flo, and with Kawakami,
Kawakami-san.
and then the young stud David Price, not to mention 4 solid closers. The pitching staff from Montreal Expos could lead them moving up in the rankings.
I do question that power a little bit. Where's
Well,
the power?
Well, I'll tell you where the power is. The power is Ryan Howard. The power is Jay Bruce, who only played half a year last year, still hit 21 home runs. A full season in that ballpark could produce 35 home runs. You've got to look to Houston Astros and their young stud, Hunter Pence, who hit 25 home runs last year. Who's to say he's not, in his second full season, going to add another 8 homers? That puts him in the 33 home run range. You got Jose Lopez, one of the most exciting second basemen in the game. Rafael Percal, a dominant leadoff hitter, one of the best in the game when healthy. Look at his numbers when he played last year. Fantastic. And let's not forget we have Connor Jackson, Kevin Youkilis. So there's some production on that squad that could happen. They're young. So we don't know how they'll react. They're young, but there is production to have. Yes. Potential is the key word. Lots of potential.
Well, thank you for that advertisement for your team.
Anytime.
Yeah, as far as the rest of the 4 round out, we're going to see how that goes. But as of right now, they're not in that top 5.
So the rest of the force is pretty much riff-raff, wanting to get into our party.
Right. So keep the trades coming, guys, because you bottom dwellers ain't winning this thing.
Not a chance.